my God. I just have a hard time saying this. This was a bad week. And I'm officially changing the name of my little challenge here to No Retirement Challenge, because that's going to be a whole lot easier to get to than an early retirement challenge. My gosh, this is horrible. So I, I forgot what I did this week. I have it written down here. I'll put it up on the screen. Today, it was a great morning trade. I'm sure everyone took it. ARTL. I only did $33. I'll show you why. I was like deer in headlights when it hit. And I saw it. I saw it down at like $4. It was just the second candle up. It was perfect. I could have just jumped in. I ran over to the daily chart and pulled up the levels real fast, got back over, and then it was like deer in headlight. I just stared at it going, I'm scared. I'm just scared that it's going to dump. Now, when I show you the chart where I saw it moving, it was the best time to get in because even if it dumped, it was only going to dump about $1 or two, and who cares? I just wanted to jump in with a starter of 25 shares. It was the dumbest thing, but after the last few weeks, I was just kind of just scared. I guess you call it scared. I wasn't even in the mood. So, anyways, eventually, after it just kept climbing, there was one tiny pullback. I'm sure a lot of you saw it on the 1 minute chart, a tiny little doji candle, just a moment of hesitation. And I jumped in right when everyone was hesitating and I took it up a bit, but not much. And then Netflix, I did $28 on. I'll show you that. They had good news, but I didn't really play it well. I was playing low share size, and I can't remember now, but when we get in the chart, I'll remember. So here's ending the week of my no retirement challenge, and I'm winning at that game. Let me tell you, I'm really good at that. All right, let's see what I did today. ARTL. Now, this was the obvious play today. I should have known that. You can see right here on the chart, there's not even any wicks, and each candle is almost the same size. I mean, it is just going beautifully straight up. And look at the volume bars here. The buyers were always at the top, these first three candles, and the candles were going steadily higher in volume. And that was just a no brainer. But end of the week, Fridays, I'm always a little more hesitant, anyways. And a lot of times I'll only take one trade on a Friday and be done early. But the news came out. I saw it right here as this candle started forming. And I thought, you know what? I should just get in. But I went ahead and went over here and pulled up my daily chart and made levels. Well, I won't pull it up now. But, anyways, I made levels and I came back over. And by then it had just passed this first level when I got back over here. And I really was thinking that it would go up probably right to that level and pull back a bit, at least halfway, and then take off if it was going to take off. I never expected this. There was no chance, at least on a 1 minute chart, to get in here. It was so steady. It was beautiful. It was perfect. So you'll notice here on this candle, we started seeing wicks and then the buyers started coming down and sellers started coming up. So that's where I got ready. Now, I really thought when this happened that it was going to come back to this level. That's what I was hoping for, because that would be a bigger push up if it could come all the way back to this level. Because then I expected to ride it to this level, which was a couple bucks. So this doji candle happened, and it was so exact with buyers and sellers. And look, right in the middle. I mean, the buyers and sellers met right in the middle. And the volume really didn't come down that much. So I went ahead and got in there. I just had a feeling that might be the only pullback after we saw all this. And thank goodness I did. And I took a full 100 shares. Now, I should have been taking probably 200 shares, 300 shares. But you know how these last few weeks have been. And these runners in the morning, they go up maybe 2, 3 candles and they can come down. So I did not trust this at all. So right here, I get out at 6:42. I got in at 6:38 and got out a little bit above that at 6:42. Again, I wasn't sure what was going to happen here. And then I saw it was holding strength and buyers were staying at the top. I was really focused on this indicator here and noticing that these green bars, the buyers were all the way at the top. So I went ahead and got back in. And then I got out. So I got back in at 681.
about 682. I got out at 706 because that's what, 25 cents. That's a good move. And I was up a little bit here. I was up more than $33. Somewhere in here, I was up more than 33. I gave a little back. So, anyways, I got in at 762 here and only made a few cents here. I got out at 768. So it was just a few cents. I saw that big wick come down, and this level right here was pretty strong with this candle and this candle. And then by the time I saw it here on this candle hesitate and really not go anywhere, it just didn't have much movement. I went ahead and got out completely. I ended up deciding not to get back in because, as you guys know, this last couple weeks, the runners that have been running pre-market haven't been really strong. They have definitely have a front side, and there doesn't seem, at least not while I'm trading, because I'm not trading it all the way to the open, because I do trade futures on InterTrader. So just from what I've been seeing, if you don't get in on this front side of the move, it's pretty much done. And again, let's not go down that rabbit hole. That's just what I see for the little bit of time that I've been looking at these. So that was fine. I got out at 7. Now, if at $7 ish. Now, if you look over here on the 15-minute chart, this kept going. It went all the way up to $19, but I'm not beating myself up. This is a really tough market, and to get $33, I just feel I'm really happy with that. And all week I've been very satisfied with very small numbers. I just don't care. As long as it's a little bit of green, I don't care if it's $1, I'm happy. So then I went over to Netflix. And let me see, I can't even remember. I should record these right away when they happen, but I never know how long I'm going to trade. So let's see. Netflix. Oh, they're raising their prices. Okay, I knew this could be a good thing or a bad thing. Either shareholders are going to love it that prices are being raised, but that could cause some people to give up their subscriptions for a little while before they go back and decide they're hooked on it. So I didn't know how the market was going to take this news. I got in at $94.79. I went ahead and just hit it with 100 shares because I knew I'd probably just take one or two quick scalps and get out. I knew it wasn't going to be something that I was going to scale into and scale out of. So I got it at 94.79 and I got out just 6 cents later, 94.85. It wasn't much. That doesn't really make sense. I wonder if I traded a little more on that. Oh, I didn't. I knew that math didn't make sense. Okay, I did take another trade. So at the open, so I made whatever it was, 6 cents over here. Let's make this bigger. So I'm glad I got out because it did come down, you saw. And then right here at pre-market, it went up, but then came down. And I still was hesitant. And I've said it before. I usually do not trade this first candle at the open, that first 1 minute candle. So I didn't. It came up, it pushed up, it went down, but then pushed up at the final end of that 1 minute candle. And I got in here at 94 on this candle, 94.89. And it was having a hard time filling my order. It took 2 fills to fill. And then I got out. I took half off the table right here, half my shares. I got completely out. I got completely out at 95.15. It wasn't much. And then I got back in when I saw it was going to do a second candle going green, but it didn't last long. We had that wick, so I immediately got out. So it was only 28.48. This right here, I didn't feel it was going to keep going, and it didn't. It came down. So that I don't normally trade Netflix, but this was based off my experience just from trading larger companies right at the open and being hesitant, especially these last few weeks. I've been noticing that something will go up and then just come down. And I do want to say, when this was happening, the SPY and QQQ were both dumping. And so I don't want to take something long when both SPY and QQQ are dumping. And all my other stocks, my basket of stocks that I trade, were also dumping. So the news on this, I didn't feel was going to hold in a bearish day. So no way. So anyways, that's it. You guys, let me know if you traded ARTL, and if you did, if you captured more than I did. I just want to know, like, what gave you confidence that it would do that, or did you just decide to go for it? I can't wait till this week is over and or this whole scenario of war and all this. I'm definitely learning a lot. Okay, so guys, let me know what you did. The end of the week for me was $255.55. Not a lot, but I'm super grateful, super thankful. I feel blessed to have that. So I'll just keep plugging along next week and see if I can do a little better.